Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitzmonk TV here, AKG Lord 33. I'm back here with a quick little video for you guys today. Just want to let you guys know I plan on ramping up the content on the channel here as we enter the last couple weeks of the year. We have tons of stuff happening, WWE wise and anime wise, especially anime because we have Attack on Titan coming back soon. We have Dragon Ball Super manga. We have Jump Fiesta coming up. So lots of cool things happening. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys are not already subscribed on the channel. But this is going to be a quick little video. And we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super a little bit. Specifically Toyotaro and the Dragon Ball Super manga. So last week, Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 17 was officially released in Japan. It should be released here in America sometime, I would say about summertime of next year, because I believe manga volume 16 is about to be released here any day now. And to celebrate the release of Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 17, Toyotaro did an interview where he answered some fan questions. And thing about it is, if you guys have the Dragon Ball app, you are actually able to send in some of your questions for Toyotaro to answer. Well, I'll be honest with you guys, I knew the kind of questions he was answered weren't going to be like the most in-depth, right? I saw some people writing good questions that were like super in-depth with questions about the Dragon Ball Super manga and all this other stuff. But I was like, Toyotaro, when it comes to the manga itself, he doesn't really reveal a lot. So I had a feeling he was only going to answer, more small, short, specific questions where he wouldn't give too much away. But there are some cool little nuggets that I do want to just talk about real quick. So this will be a pretty quick video, but so I'm excited to talk about a little bit this with you guys. So the first question was, what's your favorite? And like I said, this is not the full interview, but our homie DBS Chronicles, he gave like the big highlights. So like, for those who didn't watch the entire live stream of questions, these were some of his big answers. So what was his favorite technique? He said Kamehameha, so I'm just going to skip that. It's not too important, right? So here where we start. What is your favorite form of Goku's? So he specifically says, what's your favorite Goku form? And Toyotaro says, usually it's the strongest form, right?
じゃあ次の質問です。一番好きな悟空の状態は？はい。やっぱり今の
If we're including the new story, then I think it'd be Goku's strongest form. And of course, we know his strongest form is Ultra Instinct.
というか黒くない方が一番好きかなと思うんですけども。
I don't know why he says basically the non-black. Just say full power or mastered Ultra Instinct. I don't know why he says basically the non-black one. Like, I think we know the difference between silver hair and black hair Ultra Instinct.
まあ一番強くて一番かっこいいっていうのはあるんですけども、ただ書いてる上で正直いろんな表情がつけられるのは、どちらかというとブルーだったりするんで、実はブルーの方が書いてる
I kind of like that. So he says like drawing Super Saiyan Blue is more fun, right? And this is kind of interesting. He says, so there aren't many scenes of him with vivid expressions or struggling in a fight, right? Mm-hmm. So Toyotaro kind of explaining a little bit about Ultra Instinct. So it's like, and this isn't really anything we didn't know, of course, right? Ultra Instinct, it's about having a clear mind. Your heart has to be calm and steady. So Goku, when he's using the form, he doesn't show any emotions because if his emotions come into play, then it makes Ultra Instinct very unstable. Right? And we know that Ultra Instinct, is, you're not supposed to have emotions affecting the way. You're supposed to be focused on the battle and allowing your mind and your body to move at its own will, right? So that's why if you look at the manga, of course, especially like Ultra Instinct Goku versus Moro, I love that battle because we get to see really what Ultra Instinct is all about. Right? You see throughout that whole battle, Goku's face really doesn't change. There's very few times where Goku makes, expressions, right, in UI during the course of those final three chapters of the Moro arc. And that's one of the reasons why Ultra Instinct is my favorite form. But I do like how he mentions, how he has more fun drawing Super Saiyan Blue. Because especially if the manga, you could go through almost every single arc and you could find little pieces where Super Saiyan Blue and all the emotions he takes to know when Goku's excited, when Goku's angry, when Goku's getting his ass kicked, right? There's lots of cool expressions you see Goku make in the manga when he's in Super Saiyan Blue form. And you don't really get that with Ultra Instinct. So that was a kind of a cool answer here from Toyotaro. So another big one. Will Bardock continue to appear in the story? And this was the 7th question that they asked. And of course, you guys have been, especially if you listen to this channel, right? I've been advocating for Bardock to be brought back. I want to see Bardock more and more and more. I'm actually one of the people that want to see Bardock get revived. I would love to see Bardock and Guinea be revived and brought into, the modern present day Dragon Ball Super universe. The likelihood of that ever happening is probably, very unlikely. It probably will never happen. But I would love to see it if they have ever wanted to do that. So Toyotaro says basically the big thing is, see, of course, like this is what I knew. I knew that Toyotaro wasn't gonna answer questions, really specific questions when it came to the manga. Like people asking, "Oh, does the Granola arc take place before the superhero movie?" and all this other stuff. I knew that he wasn't gonna really answer those types of questions because it's just like he doesn't really want to do anything to hurt the story, right? Especially while the arc is still ongoing right now.
バーダックが大きく今回の話に絡んでるっていうのは間違いないんで、皆さん期待して待ってていただければと思います。
And one thing I also noticed is Toyotaro is kind of corporate now with these answers, as he's become more, as he's taken more control of the manga. His answers have become a lot more corporate. As he try to protect the story, and especially I bet you I'm willing to bet he understands that Dragon Ball fans are kind of crazy. They're so passionate that sometimes they can be a little bit toxic. So Toyotaro is very, very careful with what he says.
話に絡んでくるかというのはちょっと先のことなんで言えないんですけども、今回のグラノラ編のキーパー。
So he says Bardock is the central figure in the Granola arc, so you could get a little excited. So I do think, that we will see Bardock again, at least in this arc. I think at some point we'll see at least one more flashback to Bardock fighting Gas at some point. I don't know when that would be, but I do think we will see Bardock again at some point in this arc. That's just my answer, right? I don't work for Toyotaro or anything like that, of course. But I do think based off this answer, at least, I do think we will see Bardock again, at least in this arc.
バーソンになってるのは間違いないんで、はい、期待してていただければと思います。
でバーダックに関してもう一つ質問が来てまして、バーダックを出すことになった経緯を教えてくださいというのもあるんですが、
はい。僕もちょっと前にフィギュアの監修かなんかしたこともあったりして、やっぱりバーダックっていうのはやっぱり特別な思い入れ。
So I'm not sure.
ストーリーにメインのストーリーの方に絡めていきたいなっていうのは実は。
So I like this. He says I've actually wanted to include Bardock in the main story for a long time now, but of course, anything that Toyotaro does, he does have to get Toriyama's approval.
ずっと前から思ってまして、で基本はやっぱり。
And then, of course, Goku is the main character. We know that, Dragon Ball is Goku's story, right? And, of course, Bardock being dead, it made it a little bit more difficult to get Bardock incorporated in the story. So I do like how he's explaining here how he was able to get Bardock into the Granola arc.
なので、バーダックはもう過去の人でも死んでる人なんで、サイドストーリーとかなら可能だけど、メインのストーリーで絡めるのは難しいのかななんて思っていたんですけども、ちょっと。バーダックを絡めてうまい話ができないかなっていうのを。
And then of course we know that they're kind of retconning, Dragon Ball a little bit here. Of course, with the way that Dragon Ball Minus became the new backstory for Goku, right? And how like basically the Bardock special doesn't really matter and all of that other stuff.
先生に見せたところ一応出せそうなお話で。
So it's cool, like how Toriyama approved it. He was like, "Hell yeah!"
トヨさんが描いたイラスト
Showing his inner Stone Cold Steve
あ
Austin.
れめちゃめちゃかっこよかったですもんね。
Yeah, I love this figure. By the way, it was Toyotaro that made this illustration. Right, you could clearly tell it is his artwork, and then they actually made it to a figure. I love it. Like I said, I hope that one day we get Bardock in the DBS universe, and it would be fun, like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Bardock teaming up. That would be amazing.
僕もやっぱり思い入れがあったんで、かっこよく描きたいなっていうのと、謎じゃないですか。あんまりほとんど語られてないんで。
Yep, Bardock is a mystery. There's not a lot that you know about him.
どこでどういうやつだったんだろうっていうのは、やっぱ皆さんも知りたいところだし、僕も知りたいところなので。
Let's move on to the next one. So this is big. So the next couple ones focus on Ultra Ego, right? So we find out how, Vegeta's new form, Ultra Ego, right? How did the name come about? And we kind of get a little bit of an explanation for Ultra Ego as well.
わがままの極意、これはトヨタロ先生が考えたのでしょうかという質問。
So we learned here that it was Toyotaro. It was Toyotaro. It wasn't Toriyama. Toriyama was the one that made Ultra Instinct, right? We do know it was Toriyama that made Ultra Instinct for the Tournament of Power anime arc. And then, of course, it got brought into the manga and then the, Moral arc. And then we've seen it in the Granola arc, etc., etc. Toriyama was the one that made Ultra Instinct. But it was Toyotaro's idea to come up with the name and the design for Ultra Ego. It was not Toriyama. Toyotaro pitched the name and design of Ultra Ego to Toriyama. Toriyama approved it, and that's how it now is in the Moral arc.
で先生に提案させていただいて
See, so Toriyama was the one that gave it the green light.
これわがままの極意ってどういうふうに考えたんですか？
まあここも実は内田さんとそう結構
Yeah, I know a lot of people, especially here in the state. A lot of people have joked about how Ultra Ego's kind of cringe, and there's a lot of people that don't like the name. Over time, of course, we've gotten used to it, and we don't make the story, of course, so we have no choice but to accept it for what it is. But a lot of people here have said how they don't like, Ultra Ego. It's too close to Ultra Instinct, plus the name itself is just kind of cringy.
お話しさせてもらって、直球すぎるんじゃないかっていうところはあったんですけども、まあやっぱり身勝手に対して、
So it has a similar meaning and feel on the Ultra Instinct, but with a different
わ
undertone.
がままっていうのが一番合ってるだろう
And
っていう
Ego
ことで
fits the character so well, clearly, because Vegeta, we know how massive Vegeta's ego can be.
でまあ身勝手の極意っていうのは
So, I remember when this first came out, when it was first revealed, Ultra Ego was Vegeta's new form. A lot of people went into, the Japanese vocabulary and grammar and the differences between instinct and ego in Japan and how it's actually kind of means the same thing, but it just has, it could have a little bit of a different underlying meaning.
日本語の身勝手の極意っていうのは、わがままの極意
So depending on the kanji or the reading.
わがままも日本語的には同じ意味なんですけども、なんか文字面というか文字の別の読み方をすると体が勝手に
See, so Ultra Instinct, right? Your body moves on your own. We know, of course, that's what Goku's Ultra Instinct is all about, right? Your body, the mastery of self movement, and having your heart calm and steady, no emotions, all that other stuff.
解釈してるのが身勝手の極意なんですよね。に対してわがままって日本語の身勝手と同じ意味なんですけども、文字をよく見て分解してみると、自分の思うがまま
Doing as you please.
意味にも取れるじゃないですか。
So Ultra Instinct, right? Your body's moving for you, but Ultra Ego is like a little bit more free, doing as you please. So your body moving freely and moving your body freely. Right? So you could say that your body moving freely, that's Ultra Instinct, and moving your body freely, that's Ultra Ego. It's a little bit complicated. You kind of have to understand more about the Japanese culture to understand it, but I kind of get what it means. Goku allowing his body to make decisions for him in battle, but Vegeta having more control over his body and his ego and all that other stuff, he is, moving his body freely and making the movements he wants to make.
体が勝手に動くのと、自分の思いのままに動かすっていう全く別の意味になるっていうのがやっぱり面白いなと思って、ちょっと直球すぎかなっていう懸念もあったんですけど、わがままの極意とかやっぱり一番。
Yeah, it is obvious. Like yeah, you're right, Toyotaro. It is very obvious.
過ぎかなっていう懸念もあったんですけど、自分の思いのままに動かすっていう全く別の意味になるっていうのがやっぱり面白いなと思って、ちょっと直球すぎかなっていう懸念もあったんですけど、わがままの極意とかやっぱり一番面白いし、覚えてもらいやすいのかなって思ったので、対局にある存在としてわがままの極意を考えさせてもらいました。
All right. And then the last clip that I'll play, right? So this is another big one. Right. So this is almost like a continuation of where we left off, right? So Toyotaro now explains how he came up with the design. So in the last clip, we talked about, the name of Ultra Ego and how, it's different from Ultra Instinct, but it's kind of the same at the same time, right? So, Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego are like the same, but they're different. Ultra Ego is meant to be the polar opposite of Goku's Ultra Instinct, right? So we've always talked about how Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, Goku's ultimate forms, one being on the path of the angels, one more being on the path of the gods of destructions, how perfect it is for Goku's path of power, or for Goku and Vegeta's path of power. But now it's like, now listening to Toyotaro in these clips, it even makes more sense, really, when you look at it. So now in this one, he explains how he came up with the design of Ultra Ego and how he borrowed concepts from both Beerus and Whis' designs. So here we go.
はい、一応天使が使う技のが磨っ
あとデザインですよね。眉毛がなくなって、ちょっと独特のオーラが出て、あれはやっぱ結構あれですか、破壊神ビルスをイメージしたりとか、そうですね。あるんですかね。
はい、一応天使が使う技のが身勝手の極意ということで。
So this confirms that basically, so he says it right here. Ultra Instinct is the technique of the angels. Ultra Ego is a technique used by gods of destructions, right? Because we've talked about in the past how gods of destructions, their personalities and the way they do things, it doesn't work with Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct doesn't really make sense for the gods of destructions. So Goku going down the path of the angels, it fits his personality perfectly. And Vegeta going down the path of the god of destructions, it fits his personality pretty good, perfectly, right? So it made sense, especially when oh no, and now this thing's lagging. Let me refresh it. Here we go. And a lot of people, when this form first came out, they were like, oh, Ultra Ego looks a lot like Beerus. It reminds you a lot like Beerus. You're just getting more and more confirmation of that.
あれはやっぱ結構あれですか、破壊神ビルスをイメージしたりとか、
そうですね。
あるんですかね。
はい、一応天使が使う技のが身勝手の極意ということで、でそれに対して破壊神が使う技で、わがままっていうことなんで、基本はビルスの雰囲気に。
So fundamentally, I was trying to capture Beerus's essence, and look at you can see, look at these parallels right here, right? When Granola was firing off that attack against Vegeta, you see Vegeta make the huge Kai ball, and then you can see a direct parallel. Remember, Toyotaro, he has done the entire Dragon Ball Super manga since the beginning. You can see here, it's a direct parallel to way back at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, when Super Saiyan God Goku was fighting Beerus for the first time. So that basically, Ultra Ego is supposed to capture what Beerus is all about as a god of destruction, and that being applied to Vegeta.
流れですね。はい。なんで、先生が意識したかどうかは確認してないんですけども、身勝手の極意の髪が銀髪になってるのは、基本の流れですね。はい。なんで、先生が意識したかどうかは確認してないんですけども、身勝手の極意の
Ultra Instinct Goku has silver because Whis has it of the same color. that hasn't been confirmed. But of course, we've said it right. Silver hair, Ultra Instinct Goku. It's like the full combination of everything Goku's gone through throughout Dragon Ball and his martial arts journey. It's perfect. The silver hair is perfect as Goku's ultimate form. It's perfect for Goku, right? But and of course the angels being these super divine figures, the white hair that the angels have, Goku having white hair, it makes a lot of sense. It has been confirmed, but definitely very
これは
interesting.
確認してないんで分かんないですけど、なんでベジータもまあビルスによるとしたら、ああいう感じかなっていう。
So Toyotaro says when he made Ultra Ego, how would Vegeta look like if you added a little bit of Beerus's design? So no eyebrows, right? The more violent look on his face, and definitely now just look at Beerus's face right here. You could see similarities. You could see a lot of the similarities in Ultra Ego Vegeta.
イメージですね。
ちなみにまあ色に関してはどこにも
So yeah, so we've been asking about this a lot, right? A lot of people with the cover of Dragon Ball Super manga volume 17, they were hoping that it would be Ultra Ego Vegeta on it, but yet we still don't have no color revealed. And plus now that Dragon Ball Super manga volume 17 is out, we will be getting the full colored edition of the volume in just a couple months. It could be, January or February. Around that time, we'll have that full manga volume colored. So a lot of people have been wondering, when are we going to get the color revealed of Ultra Ego? Most of us believe it's, purple hair with yellow eyes, right? But still, until Toyotaro confirms it, we don't know, right? But it is confirmed here that at Jump Fiesta we will be getting the first look at the first official look at Ultra Ego Vegeta colored.
別にそこで公開しようと思ったわけじゃないんですけど、今までカラーイラストを描く機会がなくて、そこが一番キンキンの。So
I wonder what Toyotaro was originally planning to do to release the colored version of Ultra Ego. I wonder what was his plan, because he said he wasn't originally planning on doing it like that for Jump Fiesta. We know in the past he has at Jump Fiesta a couple years ago he first revealed what he thought Master Ultra Instinct Goku would look like in the manga, right? And he's doing the same thing now for Ultra Ego Vegeta. So it'll have his signature and everything at Jump Fiesta. And we know Jump Fiesta Dragon Ball is going to have a huge presence this year, because you're not only going to be promoting the manga and the granola arc, but we're going to be getting probably a trailer and release date for the new Dragon Ball superhero movie that's supposed to be coming out next year.
そこで出てくるサイン色紙の絵がもしかしたら初お披露目ですよね。なっちゃう。はい。
ということでジャンプフェスタ2022で。
And then, of course, for people going to Jump Fiesta, you'll be able to get signed colored illustrations of that, so that would be really cool. So if you have like the Ultra Instinct one from Jump Fiesta a couple years ago, you get the Ultra Ego version one. That's a pretty cool thing to have on your wall.
初ですよね。なっちゃう。
はい。ということでジャンプフェスタ2022でついにベジータのわがままの極に色が公開されますので、そちらを楽しみにしていてください。
And that's about it. So some interesting stuff here, right? I know the big stuff was, learning about Ultra Ego a little bit more and how it really is supposed to be the polar opposite of Ultra Instinct. Goku has his Ultra Instinct from going down, really the path of the angels, and Vegeta has Ultra Ego from going down the realm of the gods of destruction, and learning how, the design is supposed to basically Toyotaro putting a lot of Beerus's design in Vegeta, right? So some interesting stuff. So I wanted to make a little bit of a video here, so hopefully you guys understand Ultra Ego a little bit more, right? So just wanted to make this quick little video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, slap the like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, hit the bell next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Thank you to DBS Chronicles, as always, for getting us the clips and the highlights, right? So we didn't have to sit here and watch the entire interview. But other than that, guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna close out this video, right? Got a lot. Make sure you guys are subscribed because there's gonna be a lot of stuff on the channel. We should be getting early draft pages for manga chapter. What is chapter? Is it 70? Or I think it's manga chapter 80, if I'm right. I think manga chapter 80. We should be getting early draft pages near the end of the week. So definitely, like, next week is gonna be absolutely insane with Jump Fiesta and everything going on. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not already. But I'll see you guys later, man. Stay safe and healthy, y'all. Peace.